Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see where this is going. Stream health is going live. Alright, lovely. It all seems to be going in order just fine here. Let me try moving this over a little, actually. We'll do that. Okay. Let's just keep this going on for quite a while, and I'm going to see what happens with the recording. I tried streaming earlier, and it just didn't... It did not much good not much good things. So I got some cocoa and some RPG Maker. I'm actually going to work on this project of mine I've been working on for quite a while. And you know what? Rather than working on attack formulas, why don't I work on the maps? So that's a, yeah, player touch. Because this needs to change big time. Keep the disabled dash hanging. I don't remember what the... Yeah, that's going to stay the same right there. That's a little too big of a map, actually. I don't know, we'll keep it for now, and if I have to tone it down, I'll tone it down. Let me also turn my volume off. I'm also going to put this on vibrate. Alright. How the fuck did I want to do this last time? Well, everything needs more cliff sides, that's for damn sure. Why don't we do something like that? I can see it work. There we go. now everything looks about fucking normal. Start doing in the details afterwards. I don't know if I'm going to be using this or not, though. That's the problem. Shit. Yeah, we can keep that. Or, you know what? I have an idea. Let me try this shit. It's going to look really wonky for a little while here, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. There we go. Now it's looking a little less wonky. I can't undo that, can I? Fuck. Alright. There. I can't do the both of those, unfortunately, so I do need to move it in. Oh, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna put them together then. We'll do that. Let's see how that works. Oh, hush. You jerks.
That was funny, actually.
Hold
Funny,
up,
what
hold up.
happened?
Hey, hold on 1 second. Okay. What's up?
Going on over there?
Okay. Let me tilt this up a little bit more. Silly cats. I gotta do this now. Oh, right. Right. Oh, you fucking know what I should do right now? Oh, I got an idea. Alright, let's scrap all of that right now. I'm gonna do a fucking... I got the perfect idea that just popped into my head right there. Let me try doing, like, a waterfall all the way from the middle, all the way down. Then that eliminates the need of making a fucking wall for everything. Plus, it'll make it look nicer. I'm not the best at map creating in this, but I've got an idea. I don't know how clear that's coming in. So, welcome to the world of cats. Yeah, I wonder... now that... No, you know what, fuck it, I'll keep it that way. And just... do something like this, even. Didn't realize there was that much extra room over there. Okay, that's fine. Be that way. This looks like a crime against RPG making. That's what this looks like right now. Holy God. I promise I have an idea of where I'm going with this. That is most of my map making, though, to be honest with you. I kind of just fuck around until something comes into my mind. So let's make the corners first. And my phone is going nuts right now. Holy God. I may need to check that in a minute, though. I'll just fill in the rest of this so I don't have to worry about it, and then I can get rid of whatever I don't need later. So, okay. This is all just kind of erroneous right here, so we can actually bring that down a little more. I kind of, originally with that, I was just throwing down shit wherever so that I had something to work with. But now I gotta reshadow everything. That's 2... Alright. Those shadows may or may not be changed later. And we'll do something like that. Yeah, why not? Oh, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I got this one going where I can actually like multi-window and do proper things, so it's not going to look all strange. You caught me with a little experimental thing I'm actually trying right now, where actually I don't really. I kind of want to just do this shit. Trying to see what I can do with RPG Maker. Try to. I've been working on a couple of different projects ever since I got this program, and it's pretty neat. That's not the right tool. Where is it? Yeah, that works. Do something like that. Yeah, I can get around that. That looks cool. I mean, this is all probably going to get fixed up anyway, so that it looks nicer later. This is kind of just a frame right now to work with. Build off of it, see what I can do. But it's coming out nicer. And then what the hell do these planks look like? I know that they actually have a bridge tool, but... Or do they? I could do something like that, though, make it look nice and cheap. Go with the ghetto bridge option. Or even, I don't know. That kind of works for more detail, I suppose. I can see it. I mean, it's just a painting over it, though, so I might have to do an event to make it a through, but... I don't know. Yeah, it's RPG Maker, Uncle Kim. See, I've been messing around with this for a while to try to make a couple of different things. I haven't really made a game out of it yet, anything that you could play necessarily. I mean, it runs alright, but got a couple of basic things. Like, I know with it, too, they have, I've been working on different things with the characters and all the different battle stuff that's in here. You know, we'll keep him in there. That's not how this works, damn it. that's right, I was testing that. Did you give him anything to work with, or... You don't have a... Yeah, that's right, I made some oh shit. But yeah, it runs pretty badass, actually. I had a bunch of custom scripts and stuff that are installed into this game so that it's not just like the vanilla pack that you get from the game, really. I mean, a lot of it is still pretty bare bones, like the textures and everything that I have for it, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of using like Times New Roman like starter stuff that comes with things. People can easily identify it and kind of just assume right off of that right there that you didn't put all that much work into it because it's all the basic shit. I do need to... Yeah, that's what I was looking for. But rather than... Do I have something better than just a normal, like, crack in the wall, though? Or... Because, I mean, doing something like that, boy, that cave is oddly doorway-shaped. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that, then. Let's add a few more cool terrain shit in here. Yeah, it's going to be something that I start doing a lot more frequently. It's... I don't know, it's a little more my style, honestly. Like, I enjoy running a gaming channel and everything. But, like, I don't know, it's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, really, and it just seems overly done. So I kind of want to throw a little bit of something in here that's more my styling of doing things, you know? And I can really get behind something like this. Because as you can see, I didn't make this all tonight. This is all stuff that's been built up over a while. It even has an opening cutscene at the start. I have another, although I do have another frickin' thing that I can do here. That is it's a script for cutscenes and stuff. You're gonna need to excuse that stupid, crappy mouse stuff going on over there, though. I cannot fix that one. If I am to show these other windows popping up and stuff, that's a thing that's gonna happen, unfortunately. And how does that look in the background here? It is kind of ugly on the side of that, to be honest. I might just do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, what am I doing? I'm opening up the wrong folders here. We need more bridges. That is where I wanted to put those. Okay. No, that has a weird... Looks like it's floating, though. I'm a real stickler for making shit look alright, too, so... This is the kind of thing that I can literally just sit here for an hour straight and try to make things look okay. Might wind up needing to look up a tile set online. Unless... Let me... I don't... Ah, fuck. It gets rid of the water texture, though, so I do need to paint something on. That's right. And that's just gonna look stupid. Doing something like that. I might just need to forgive it for now. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, it doesn't really make an obvious note of the depth of the water. I guess I can forgive it. Name of the program is RPG Maker VX Ace engine. It's pretty decent. A lot of people have problems with the RPG Maker engine for games because they say it's like really limited, which I don't know if it's just because I've gone into programming and all of that stuff versus a lot of people that kind of they just want to get into it and they don't really they haven't really coded from scrap like I have and stuff. I'm not saying that I'm having like all this technical stuff that people don't know that try to get into making video games and stuff, but for the most part, thinking with basic like code logic that you do use with things, you can get around a lot of the limitations that RPG Maker uses. I mean, some of them's kind of crappy, and it does involve you having to go into the... that didn't pop up on the recording, but no matter. You might need to go into something, the script editor right here, where it allows you to... you can rewrite the script code that's in it, and the problem with doing it, though, is with a lot of the default scripts that come with the engine, you can fuck everything up by doing that. So I prefer not to tamper with the actual scripting of everything. But I don't know. I mean, it kind of just depends, really. It's going to cast a shadow, so... Ah, crap, no! You're going to cast a shadow. Oh, you know what? It would go down a little. That's right, because technically it doesn't reach all the way up to the edge. I was wondering why that looked weird to me. No, that's still the shadow tool. Let me try that. Nah, fuck it. We'll go with just the straight-up bridge. Now, if you excuse me, I have a couple of texts I need to get back onto. I'm just going to open up chat here. But yeah, RPG Maker, VX Ace, just like that. Okay. So, where did I leave off on this one now? I don't know, the water looks like it should be a little thicker than that, but it could just be me being stupid. And that's, what is this? Pond moss. I was wondering if that was supposed to be like pond scum or something. Hmm. What did I do in the last map? I feel like I threw flowers in the... No, I did no such thing. I thought I threw flowers in the water. Do I have flowers and trees and cool shit like that, or no? I don't even... Oh, I know, I have trees. They're in here, that's right. They're all painted on. And I can throw flowers on it and it doesn't look too bad, actually. That even kind of looks like a water lily. Still not entirely sure how I'm going to go about detailing shit, though. I mean, this shit can go anywhere. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? And I'm going to test it, too. Wrong thing entirely to do there. Let me write a little program here. You can't see everything that I'm doing right now, but for the most part, it'll pop up the main things. Player... I had to do a condition, though. Yeah, this is what game design looks like, folks. I do need to put in sound effect. I don't know what sound effect sounds like jumping. Not that. Or that. What do they have for the jumping sound effect, I wonder? God. Oh, God. They have cartoon sound effects for jumping? That's horrible. Probably be able to use a wind sound effect, though. That actually might work. We'll do that one. And now edit it so that when facing down, they jump down twice. I was afraid to stream this one at first because there's a lot of music that I use, and technically I really can't get in trouble for it anyway because I use Newgrounds music, which is under a royalty license, meaning that I can use it under completely fair use so long as I credit anybody that is on here. But I was wondering with a stream, since I can't really credit unless it's already pre-prepared there, I use a lot of music that's in these sometimes from Newgrounds, and I don't write down where they're from. So I actually had to pull the song that I had for the opening just in case, because I don't feel like getting fucking pulled off while I'm streaming over something stupid. So I never wiped that. Oh well, guess I have to skip through this shit. Just want to test that little script I put in here. Oh god, you went in the wrong direction actually. Alright. So everybody does need to go down a little bit on this map though, because that's... Nah, I could deal with that, but the battlers need to go down. So how did that work? Because I had... That was forests, clearly. I think it was grassland with... No. Yeah, there it is. They probably need to get sized down just a little bit, too. Can I, resize them from here, or no? Ah, that's shitty. Oh well. I mean, that looks a little better, though, now. Why must I be a stickler for positioning? Oh, lawn gnomes? I don't think it does, but... Oh, you know, I think it might, actually. Is that actually a frickin' gardening thing that they have in there, or... No, but they have scarecrows. I could easily find somebody who did pixel art, though, for a lawn gnome, without a doubt. I do not doubt that even in the slightest. Yeah, that would be something funny to do, though, is to get a lawn gnome and just randomly scatter lawn gnomes throughout the game, and then when you find all of them, you get, a special item or something. I love doing stupid shit like that, or having ideas like that all the time, and I love breaking the fourth wall in text. It's one of my, favorite things that I have done in the projects I've worked on. It's great. Okay. Just getting back to some people texting. Alright. So what are we doing here? This has definitely gone a long way from when I was first doing this. I'm just thinking about all the shit I was looking at before with this garbage. Oh, damn. That was a mess. If I resize this, how does that turn out in OBS, though? That's still doing the windowed mode thing. Unless, let me remove that and then load it back in. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this. Because when I open up all the side windows with it anyway, it's going to take precedence over whatever else is going on. So, like, when I open that, that's what I'm looking at anyway, is it takes precedence over the screen and I can't activate it. So we're going to do that so that it can actually be seen. And that's actually not... Yeah, no, that can work. I'm gonna full screen my feed over on my... Yeah, you can totally read all of that shit that's going on in here too, so you can see everything. I can dig it. Alright, let's get back to more game design then. I don't know, do I want to just fill all of this in with water? Just make like an... I could. I could just make like an island, but... So many choices. So you never want to make me the kind of guy that's like the head of any kind of design with things, because I'm not going to say that I'm a perfectionist, because I'm not. But I always second guess everything that I do to a point where I think myself almost into a form of fucking almost anxiety, even, from all of the different choices and ways I can go about things. So, I mean, there's that. You know what I'm going to do? That's what I'm going to do. Let's go with that. How bad does it look like if I were to... Oh god, that's not even an option. That's literally not even an option. Fuck. And what we can even do to make it look even nicer. Do something like that, maybe. Yeah, I can see it. Nah, that's kind of stupid actually now. It's always hard with like going square by square addressing and stuff when you're trying to make shit look cool, because real life isn't addressed. So you never make anything look decent without it looking some kind of blocky, you know? I could do something like that, though. That looks a little more real, I suppose. And you know what I can even do to make it more video game-like, too? That gave me a good idea. And there we go. It's like magic or something. Only I think I'm going to need to keep with the theme of it being along the wall, though, because it makes the impression of a map boundary, essentially. So I think I should keep that. We'll do more cave wall bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. That works out. I feel the whole fucking thing needs to be shifted up a little bit more, though. Yeah, I suppose it does need bomb trees, doesn't it? Let's do that. We'll move it up. And I don't know. If that looks weird, it looks weird. I tried. Oh, you know what I need to do? I bet you $10. I know. I have the answers. Usually with these kind of things, it's a good trick that I do a lot of times. Where I can do something like this. Replicate that. In here. Chelsea, did you just do something? Alright, never mind. I just got disconnected from Xbox Live for no reason then. That works. I thought you reset the router while I was streaming. Alright, so back to that then. And what you can often do is set whether or not you can just walk over things and all of that cool shit. This is one of them fixes I was talking about earlier that you can do without the without scripting and all that other stuff to get around limitations of the engine. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, it's supposed to be like an old-timey RPG game anyway. I can make use with some impossible space that doesn't quite make sense, so... Impossible space was the foundation for a lot of old RPG games. Yeah, let's test this shit out, because... That does look weird when I actually start saying everything. Hey, Chelsea. Uncle Kim says hi. She says hi. Yeah, the only thing that I have for music going is the default with the engine, so... Just because I don't feel like having to answer to any stupid strikes that happen while a stream's going on. Yeah, that looks cool, actually. I can deal with that. Open up the debug and put myself over here. Yeah, I can deal with that. That's pretty alright. Surface up there. Ah! And then it just loops the map again. That's a trippy thing to see. I forgot I had random encounters. That was a little quick. The game balancing for early on is not the best, I'm aware. And I still haven't fixed that shit. Oh well. That event is going on just fine. I don't have the default save in the engine, though. Ah, balls. What is the old phone saying? What the hell? Hold on. Hold on a second. They didn't bleed through the webcam. Alright. So, back over to some more RPG Maker. Because I need to fix this shit. If player is facing up. So I guess the way that they have the Y coordinates, they don't build going up, they build going down. I don't fucking even... I don't even, you know? It's like how IBM started their incrementation on numbers and stuff in their code originally. They're the ones who started with the start on 0, then go to 1 bullshit. That records just fine. Just fine. So I gotta skip through this stupid cutscene again that I keep freaking forcing myself to do. I should probably just put the label in there so I can skip this cutscene already. Alright. That's over there. I love how the little caterpillar tail, she just kind of... Oh, that's great. She just teleports right next to you. Huh. Doesn't matter if there's impossible space for the character to go over, they'll do it. They'll figure it out. Alright. Well, that I can deal with. So we have a working event now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the bathroom really quickly. So, that sounds ideal. I might as well put that image in the background too, because it's badass. But I shall return. Can I add text? Is that how this works with OBS? Can I add text? I can. You probably saw everything that was in that, by the way, which I do not care. That's fine. The text is white, though, and that does not... That's no cool. I love messing around with everything. Oh, boy. That works. Alright. That looks like a perfect thing to do. I shall be back. Alright. Sorry about that. I don't know why, but that was the main reason why I was testing this tonight. That keeps happening to me pretty much throughout an entire stream. I don't know why. I'm going to put this window down for a second here while I take a look at my encoding settings here. I might need to drop the bitrate a little bit. I wonder if it's just the fucking... that I'm uploading way too much, way too quick. It just kind of kills the stream altogether. Let me take a look at this. Let me try encoding profiles. I wonder if... Alright, I'm going to try changing my encoded profile really quickly on my settings, and then I'm going to resume the stream to where it was before. So give me 1 second, and I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, that's what I was looking at before when I was... Yeah, okay. I got it. I was looking at shit before and I was like, why do I remember being able to fix some of this so that it is able to have flowers in the water? And now I remember. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw some lily pads up there. Yep. No one will know the difference. I can like move my head around my mug of hot chocolate in order to be able to read what these tiles are in the bottom left corner, and it's driving me up a wall. I can see that working. Yeah. That works. Throw some poison swamp in that bitch. What are these anyway? Just tiles? Alright. Gay. Alright. So we got all of this shit going on now. Should probably start to decorate the grass now. I've been getting really into Dark Souls 3 recently. I just got done with a stream earlier where I was doing Dark Souls 3 and fighting a certain boss that was like super fucking badass. And I can't get the theme of that fight out of my head now. Like, it was amazing. Like, I have a lot of criticisms about Dark Souls and From Software and some of their fucking broken shit that they put into those games, where I swear to God they just leave it in because nobody's going to really complain about it anyway, any more than they do about the game, because it's hard. But, like, one criticism I could never be able to I can't even lie about it even slightly, is they have some of the greatest fucking soundtracks in Souls games ever, that I have ever seen. And I've played a lot of games, and let me tell you, the soundtrack for any Souls game pretty much tops anything I have ever heard in my life, in most games. And that's one of the major selling points for me when it comes to a game. You really want me to get into a game, it needs a good soundtrack. And that's the main reason why I couldn't get into that RPG game off that everybody was playing for a while on YouTube a couple years back, I want to say. It wasn't doing it for me. I couldn't do it. That game was a pain in the ass, mainly because that soundtrack was too fucking weird. I couldn't do it. Oh no. There we go. Crisis averted. We got all the different tints of grass and shit. It's marvelous. Now we just need flowers, really. And then this this map is about done. What did I use for flowers here anyway? Got a lot of yellow, we got reds and white. Pretty much everything that's in there for these four, so we'll go with that for now. It's a little weird putting those right on the edges, I don't know. I'm always strange about putting things near boundaries of shit. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the coloration there. There it is. Yeah, we just need one big great tree right there. Come to think of it on closer inspection, why the fuck did I even put in a damn... Why did I make the battle back, even, as a forest for this area? Did I just get bored and throw that in to see if I would catch it later, or... Because, I mean, literally... Oh, I don't have a battle back set. That'd be why. I could do something like that, actually, and it doesn't look too ridiculous. You know, I don't know if it was a fucking... I could have sworn I downloaded something where based off of addresses it changes the battle back. And I can't remember how I went about doing that. And a lot of these have kind of just making me get mesmerized looking at them. That's pretty grody right there. I think we're just going to need to go with the normal grassland for this one. Do I have all of my... Yeah, I got all the shading in for these things, minus that area at least. Yeah, this shit went a long way from where it was originally. It looks nice. Do I just have like regular shrubbery that I can use, or are you the only fucking thing I can use? Ah, gross. I could use these actually and just start decorating them everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. There we go. Weird off-tint grass all over the damn place, and voila. By George, I think you've got it. That's not going to work where that is. I think I'm going to leave that over there. That actually kind of fits. Then there's that weird off shaded area over here. I will say one thing, though, about this damn RPG Maker stream, though it gets more views than my other gaming shit. Interestingly. Not that I really care that much, to be perfectly honest with you. I do this shit just for my own amusement more than anything else. Fuck. That's right, I gotta trigger that fucking event again. Damn it! So that's how those work for these things. You can walk behind the back of them, but not in the... Okay, that's fine. That actually works just fine. Oh, you know what it is? Never mind. Okay, I was wondering if the animation of the water stops when you're scrolling the screen, but it doesn't, which is good. Alright. I also forgot that up here is where I have all the addressing. See, these little addresses, for anybody who doesn't really know how these things work, is that's basically how that's how you spawn enemies, really. That's how the random encounters work, is you have it based off of what number that you're stepping in. You can choose how many steps, right? Like, that's the range between, like, addresses 1 to 9, for example, they can spawn. The weight of how often they spawn, like, yeah, I got rid of all the fucking things in here that are default with the engine, because I don't need them. I'm not going to be using the same mobs anyway for it, because, well, it's all about balancing in the end to make sure that the whole group doesn't get wasted by one thing that spawns, and it'd just be really pointless to leave all those little extra default battles that they have in the engine as starting, since I'm not going to use them because I rebalanced everybody's health and stats to entirely different levels. So just didn't make sense to me in the end, you know? So we're just gonna paint over all of this shit with the number 1. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm starting to get to that point where I'm fucking fading out, though, while I'm doing this, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep this up. At least it's good motivation for actually being able to pump out an RPG Maker game, though. God. Ah, fuck. I didn't want to paint over that, but oh well. I should make it said over here spawns something overpowered. Punish players for their curiosity. I don't think that can get walked over, but I'm going to paint over it anyway, because fuck you. I think you can walk over the lily pads. I think it's actually something you can walk over. Counts as tiling, but nah. Oh, hey, you know what? Actually, that'd be a good, you know, more ideas. Why don't I paint over that shit? There we go. So that's how you do the deep water shit. Which I never quite understood. Like, I don't know, whatever. I don't see a point. I might as well just keep the shallow shit going. I mean, it's easier for me in the long run, right? We'll do one more play test here, make sure that that can be walked over. I really need to make that not a thing anymore. And fuck. I hit F12, which restarts the whole entire fucking thing. God damn it. Oh, I did it bad. None of the events work properly. Why? Why is that a thing for the debug menu to do? Worked with everything else before. I don't know, that auto run just like fucked everything else. Oh god. I do need to do this anyway though in order to test out that really bad bridge, so one way or another. No, damn it. Alright, so I do have to use that. I thought that you could walk over those for sure. That just made me all happy for no reason. That's not fun. I'm starting to warm up to those floating bridges, so whatever. It is what it is. You do what you can off of the default textures that you have, right? Hmm. Alright. So, I guess tomorrow's little thing... I haven't done anything in terms of scripting, like, cutscenes, though, for getting up to this point in the game. I'm basically just making the maps out first, so... I guess for the next part, when I next start streaming this, I'll start working on the inside of the caves and such. The idea that I'm trying to get behind this is you go into the caves, which is your first dungeon in the game, kill everything and stuff, and that's kind of like your first mission. So, I mean, I made all this other stuff that was preparing up to that point. I have fucking 15 different characters to play as in the goddamn game. I mean, shit, dude. I'm going to give you a random face to a random... that works, actually. I haven't worked on all of the sprites that I need for these characters yet, but... I don't know. It is what it is. I did make Cecile's character. That's right. Funny thing though is Cecile's a pink-haired character, so I don't even know why I decided to use that as a face. I think I'm going to keep it anyway, regardless. None of these really fit for pictures, for anything, but it's hell a lot of fun. You know what? I'm gonna pick you as... Need to be this chick. You have like a bald Zigbar looking person in here. Could Zigbar from Kingdom Hearts please make an appearance to the stand? Make him old dude. I'm not going to keep any of this shit for faces. I'm probably going to delete it for the final game, but it's something to look at, you know? Anybody with a fucking eye patch at least, maybe? I don't even know. I have a story behind each one of these characters too. This is something this is by far not something that I have just come up with anytime recently. Like, this is a lot of work over time I've come up with for this shit. And it's, all in all, really, it's a bunch of different things I've just put together over a period of time where I just, whenever I have time or whatever, it just pops up into mind, I write it down for my thoughts. That way I don't forget about it. And over time, I kind of came up with this whole entire thing, the world itself of this game and all of this other shit. I tried writing it a while ago, but I's not so good at keeping it in my head of trying to remember to type things and story write, and that ain't me. Alright, I think this is a good time to cut the stream out, though, because I can't focus anymore on trying to work on shit on RPG Maker, so... Like I said, next part I'll start working on the actual caves. In the meantime, I'll probably work on the footage that is here. I'm going to need to make it private anyway, and I might have it uploaded into 3 different bits. Because nothing ever stays uploaded all at once, so... I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here and probably pick back up on this at some point in the week when I have time, so... Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys whenever, really. So...